Well, the weather isn't offering many treats as we head through the next few days, and there'll be some wet witches trick-or-treating later, but hopefully we'll get to blow away some cobwebs with the wind. I'll have all the details of that and more on Good Morning Britain live from Wiki Hole. We'll be learning about the legend of the witch. It is amazing. So last week was all about pumpkins, but today, of course, Halloween. The other thing it's all about is witches, and they have the legend of the witch here at Wiki Hole. So legend has it, 1,000 years ago, a woman lived here in the caves. The local villagers thought she was a witch and blamed her for everything cave door, asking her to leave. A huge argument happened because she didn't want to leave her home, and he ran inside. They said not to run inside because they believed this were the gates of hell, and he came inside and met her in this here chamber. This is chamber 1. He used his chalice to scoop up some water from the river, and that turned it to holy water. He scattered it in the chamber. He had a blood-curdling scream. He turned around with candlelight to see that he had turned her to stone. And behind me, this stone figure is the stone figure of the witch. So she turned to stone, and here she remains. And he returned to the village a hero. So that's the legend of the witch here at Wiki Hole. It is incredible. I've never been here before. Now, these actually date back millions of years, and they started with just one drop of rain. Water came through, filtered through the Mendip Hills. Tiny holes became bigger holes and bigger holes and bigger holes as water flowed through. The River Axe comes through here now, creating these enormous, huge, vast chambers. They have stalagmites and stalactites. The stalagmite here next to me is 100,000 years old. The stalagmites go from the floor up, and it's stalactites that come down from the ceiling. And my cameraman has found a handy way to remember that, but he said his teacher taught him that stalactites come down. There we go, something to learn today. So yes, the legend of the witch, we're safer at the moment, but it's pretty spooky. And for many of us, there'll be some pretty wet witches later. Here's the details. So it was rainwater that created the caves that we're in, and there's been a lot of it lately. In fact, we now know that October was one of the wettest Octobers we've ever recorded, and in fact, for many places across the country, the wettest October we have ever recorded. And we continue into November in the same theme with more wet and windy weather as a storm is brewing. Storm Kieran arrives on Wednesday night into Thursday across the UK. Already warnings in force across the south of England and Wales. That's the focus for it, but they'll be escalated as we head through the coming days. For today, though, it is rain and then showers moving through. That's our story. So here's how it looks first thing. A band of rain moving its way northwards, followed by these showers. So today it's Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, eastern areas of England that are cloudy and wet. Scotland, a chilly start, but a gorgeous one with yet again fine, dry, sunny conditions like yesterday. From the south, we see heavy showers moving through England and Wales, and then later on this evening, for trick-or-treaters, heavy rain moving into Wales and the southwest of England. Yes, I am at the incredibly stunning location of the Wiki Hole Caves. Now, Wiki means cave, and hole also means cave. So actually, I'm in cave. They are amazing caves that are millions of years old, started with just one drop of water that made tiny holes bigger and bigger and bigger. The River Axe starts around about 3 miles away from here. It flows through here for 3 miles. People come to do caving, and the caves here you can see are lit up with stalagmites and stalactites. And the legend is that a witch lived here 1,000 years ago. The local villagers asked for her to be banished, and she was, but the witch still remains in rock form within these walls. So a spooky location this morning, and some pretty wild witchy weather outside as well as we head through the next few days. We have a storm brewing. You may well think tonight's wet and windy weather it is that, but actually the storm is Storm Kieran that arrives on Wednesday night into Thursday, and it's southern areas of the UK. The focus for winds of up to 80, potentially 90-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. So we'll firm up on the detail Wednesday night into Thursday. Back to today. Today has a band of rain moving north and blustery showers following on behind, and the latest satellite and radar picks out a pretty cloudy scene across most of the UK this morning, which means it is mild. But the north of Scotland sticking out in the clear skies, and that means it's a frosty, but eventually will be a beautiful sunny start to the day here. The band of rain will be heavy through Northern Ireland, northern England, eastern areas of England, where it will be for most of the day today, starting to ease later on. And then for the rest of England and Wales, it's blustery showers through the afternoon, with temperatures sitting around about average. But it's through this evening we start to see thicker cloud and rain moving in to the southwest of England and Wales. So around about 6 o'clock, if you were heading out trick-or-treating, it is looking very wet for southwest England and Wales. Most other places, hit and miss, some scattered showers. So how do the next 7 days pan out? Well,